Today's episode is brought to you by the Be Real Podcasting Network. For more episodes like this, check out BREELnetwork.com.
Welcome to the Underground Hot Pot, Episode 2. That's right, new record, 2 episodes. The Underground Hot Pot is a show where we put our geek on fleek and talk about new movie, TV, and gaming news. In this week's episode, some Star Wars casting, a few new trailers, we give our reviews of the new HBO show Westworld, we have a new segment called The Pitch, and we give our thoughts on some of the weekend's opening films. Let's first introduce our panel here. He shares a birthday with Zach Hansen of MMMBop fame and Jonathan Lipnicki. Yes, that is the little kid from Jerry Maguire. Welcome, Eric.
Is that true? Like, did you look that up?
That is a thing. We're gonna do this on your birthday.
That's fucking amazing. I thought I only shared it with Jeff Goldblum.
No, more than that.
Which is the thing. But now I can add those to the list.
And he wore a cowboy hat and a bolo tie to prom, and he went to high school in the suburbs. How are you doing tonight, Tom?
I'm doing great. Baby's asleep. I'm ready to talk about dorky things.
All right. We will jump right into the news. So we recently learned that Donald Glover will be cast as Lando Calrissian in the upcoming Young Han Solo movie. He's been an SNL writer, Troy Barnes on Community, the rapper Childish Gambino, and now Lando. Best friends or enemies, depending on how they go with this movie, with Han Solo and Chewbacca. Eric, what can Donald Glover not do?
You know what? Like, there's a lot of... There's going to be a lot of eyes and a lot of spotlight on him because there was a petition that wanted him to be Peter Parker as well, if you remember that.
Oh, no, he was going to be Miles. The Black Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, Miles, that's perfect.
In Spider-Man?
The alternate universe, there's
Ultimate
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's
there
the
you go.
ultimate, right?
Yeah.
Well, he was going to be Black Spider-Man. Black Spiderman right there. And he was supposed to... And for some reason, everyone just wanted him to do that. I personally saw him more of like a Static Shock character. Anyone other than Jaden Smith would have worked. So... to have him go as young Lando, like, that wasn't even in the realm of thought for me. It was like comic book movies are the trend right now, you know? And it seems that Star Wars has a nice trend of doing kind of like these unknowns or these really small times, you know, and then they'll throw in kind of like the old standard, like a Forrest Whitaker, you know, or a Donnie, Donnie Yen?
Yep.
And kind of just go for like the secure roles. But I like it. What he needs to do, what he needs to not do, is really just play out of Lando's role, man. Like, he's a cool guy. He's got to be slick. He's got to be kind of like the better part that was Han. You know what I mean? Like,
The
he's
Colt
supposed
45 half.
yeah, he's supposed to really counter and play with him well, but at the same time, you know, kind of there's this resilience between the two.
Right, now you got to remember that these are smugglers. And I believe he loses the Millennium Falcon to him in a card game or whatever the game is. Tom, what do you think he's gonna take on the role?
You know, they picked it seems like a huge fanboy to be this character, right? Watching Community, their characters always, Troy and Abed, always talk about Star Wars. Seems like he's the kind of nerd rap guy that loves Star Wars too. But I've never seen him go serious. Have you guys seen him serious ever?
If you've seen the new show Atlanta, he is very serious in that show, and I believe he writes
and does he perform well?
Directs in that.
I do like Atlanta very much. Yeah, it's a great show. I think that it's more so that he's not playing serious as much as he's just kind of playing a mundane character, but it's still drama. And I guess you could say the same for The Martian as well.
Right.
And he seems, he played a non-normal character. He was outlandish, right? And it also had a dork spin to it. I think it's going to be fun. And at this point, we're really going for fun for Star Wars. It's playing with action figures, right? This isn't Shakespearean drama or Oscar-winning stuff. we're going for fun, and I think he's gonna have fun with the role. That translate into everyone else having fun with it too.
Totally agree.
But you can't get too playful though. Like that's where I fear that it's going, is that it's going to be too playful and therefore going to be predictable, because the outcome is only so much to where you can keep the line of happy, friendly family playfulness before it gets a little darker.
Well, we've
No
got
pun
the
intended.
fun, playful musical version, which is Guardians of the Galaxy, which we'll talk in a little bit. But until like he's got to make
to that point,
friends
though,
with.
hold on. Back to that point, the Star Wars universe can't press the same button every time, right? Our newest movie, Force Awakens, was pretty much cloning Attack of the Clone of the New Hope, right? The same thing as New Hope. A lot of similarities, right?
Yeah.
And the first three were cartoony, but to your point, we need a different spin, even on these one-offs. Maybe we need a film noir movie. Maybe we need a buddy comedy movie. I mean, it's Star Wars. They seem to have 40 titles set up for the next 40 years. So it can't be just the same thing again. I think we're going to get like a Seven Samurais, Dirty Dozen Star Wars movie next. So
they're going to stick to what they know and what's been working for the Star Wars. And that's, well, I feel like they kind of laxed it a bit in Force Awakens, but to have the overarching and underarching story points, and everything underarching is where you throw in your comedy or your quips or those memorable moments, the quotable lines that are all there. But the overarching is the impression, the Darth Vader being the father, the Emperor trying, just kind of that whole thing really kind of plays into it. And they do it again with Force Awakens, the whole Kylo and Han Solo thing. Or
but
Snoke, Kylo and Snoke, and there's the whole dark side part there too. But they throw in those quips, and that's where you have like Poe coming in, and like the droid humor comes in, and so that's where like the family, and that's what they're probably gonna do with, I would imagine, every other Star Wars movie, and that's why I'm just kind of like,
That's only gonna get them so far. Everyone's burned out on Transformers.
Absolutely.
We've had the same movie for 4 times, right?
What we have to remember is that Han Solo is the scoundrel. Like, he probably cheats at cards to win the Millennium Falcon. They should totally just do a Western, like almost an homage, not an homage, but like
the Western,
hints of Firefly in
it. There's a Kenobi book. There's a Kenobi book called Kenobi, Ben Kenobi book on Tatooine when Luke was just a baby, and Luke's not even in it. It's a total Western. It's going to be perfect. And now Ewan McGregor wants to do a standalone movie, and I really hope he does.
Got my ticket already right there.
All right, we'll move on, guys. So we all watched the new Red Band trailer for the Logan movie. Wow, this was a Red Band trailer. Hurt by Johnny Cash, Wolverine living in a dump, probably on the run because there was a world without mutants. You add Patrick Stewart, who's really old and beat up, and X-23, a little girl, and you go full National Lampoon's Vacation road trip with it. I talked about my excitement in the last episode, so I'll pass the baton. Tommy, what other body parts will Hugh Jackman be piercing in the new Logan movie?
Nice.
LeBray, right here in the middle, right? Like a little hole that never patches up, so you see his teeth sticking through the hole. Oh, God.
So what do you think?
It looks like we've taken Apocalypse and we've said way too many characters that don't have speaking lines, and let's just show you 3 people on the camera at one time. I'm excited.
Eric?
I'm indifferent about it. I think it'll be just a good, easy movie, but like these last few, like the Wolverine movie and the last X-Men movie, just seemed kind of where the ending, and even like a lot of the comic book movies actually in the whole, it seems like the ending just kind of is just like, okay, you could have cut it actually like 15 minutes ago, and I'm worried about that. We'll see what the conflict is. Do you know what the conflict is in this? It's set. I'd read obviously like a year after Days of Future Past, which I thought was a fantastic movie.
No. This
Agreed.
is Far Distant Future after the ending of Days of Future Past, where Wolverine wakes up. So it's reset the timeline, and it's years after that. So Patrick Stewart's still alive because he ended in that terrible X-Men 3 movie.
But he has Alzheimer's, or that's kicking in, right?
Well, we talked about this last episode. His powers are in flux, and that makes him dangerous. I just really don't. They don't do that cliche thing where Wolverine has to kill him.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, well,
That's just
we'll
gonna be
see.
so
Because
bad.
it happened in the last. This is the third Wolverine movie, right?
Right.
yeah.
He had to
Is
do
it
the
gonna be a
same
good
exact
thing?
thing for Phoenix. Just don't do it. Just
I gotta
don't
say,
do it.
every third movie, Wolverine's gonna kill someone big.
On his own team. He's got to kill someone on his own team. Anyways.
I mean, it's kind of. I don't know. I'm still waiting for a movie where I can see Onslaught. I'm just waiting for that, to be honest with you.
All right.
Like, I'll punch out after that.
So the next up, we watched the Guardians of the Galaxy teaser trailer. I personally got chills from this trailer. I just am so excited for it. I was cheering for the first movie when there were all the naysayers when it was first announced, and I've been a fan of Chris Pratt's ever since Parks and Recreation. James Gunn, the director, is promising us, quote, the greatest spectacle movie of all time. Rumors are supposed to include the Guardian team fighting a giant space squid, and Kurt Russell playing a living planet, which is also Chris Pratt's father. So in the last movie, we got very attractive green, pink, and blue girls. Eric, what color paint are they going to slap on a hottie in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2?
I wonder if it's gonna be like a canary yellow. It's and something to do around that. But you know what? All white seemed to work, or main white in Star Trek. So maybe we'll go with that.
What'd you think?
I'm just saying,
Point?
Ash looks good in all colors, is what I'm trying to say. It's like, so as long as they can get that, then you'll be all right.
So your vote was powder. Powder.
Yeah. I like it, pure and divine.
What'd you think of the trailer?
The teaser, I guess I liked it. You know what? I mean, it's the same charm. Like, it carried over. So I'm excited to see it. Of course, everyone's gonna be excited to see it. I hope that they don't overdo it with the trailers. I think that the appeal for the first movie was that people were just like, why the fuck would you make this movie? Nobody asked for Guardians of the Galaxy. And then they did it. Everyone's just like, holy shit, you totally blew our expectations away. And so now you have this bar set, and we'll see where it goes. So they have a lot to live up to, because once a bar is set, then it's really hard to kind of match or even go over that bar. And they set it pretty high with the first one.
And they
Nonetheless, I'm
tried
so
to
excited.
tried to copy it in Suicide Squad and failed fantastically. I think it's because they picked a director who did Training Day, whereas James Gunn is more than able to turn out something fantastic like this. Tommy, what'd you think?
Looks great. I like the first one. Glad they're making a second one. Are they going to make a third one? Or is this-
We've got
Oh,
about
are
a
we gonna
dozen Avengers movies.
Yeah, Avengers movies.
I thought we only have one more Avenger movie.
We
It's
have
a two-parter, isn't it?
We have
It's a two-parter. Oh
we have-
no.
no. We
Oh,
have Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, Black
Oh my
Panther,
goodness.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Avengers: Infinity War Part 1, unnamed Avengers movie, Avengers.
But hold on.
Something
Guardians of the
else.
Galaxy is going to lead into Avengers Infinity War.
They-
And then do you think we're going to blow it up?
They specifically said
I know.
to James Gunn, because of how well he did with the first one, make your own movie. Don't worry about tying into the rest
All
of
right.
the world.
So there's no tie-in. We might show one of our little fancy shiny stones at some point, and everybody goes, "Oh, there's another one."
Like
How
a
many
post-credits
are there
trailer,
now?
maybe. Well,
There's
there's.
been like 4 or 5 that's been revealed already.
I think that they've only got 3
Three.
revealed. We're anticipating to see one in Doctor Strange.
3?
But then there's another 4 movies until we
No,
get.
purple, red, blue.
Um, we've got the
Yellow was in
the staff.
Yellow was in Jarvis.
The staff, the cube, the the stone in Jarvis, and the one from Thor: Dark World.
Yeah,
And there's
they red
6.
sons of a bitch.
I think there's 6.
Oh, so the Guardians of the Galaxy one is
Is the purple?
5?
Is that 5?
Oh, we've seen them all.
I know
Do
we're
we
missing
pick up
we're missing
4?
Mind.
Math is tough. We should probably get an expert.
I took off my shoes to count them all, but I haven't quite got there yet.
All right, so my prediction is they're gonna blow it up as soon as they get to the end. They're gonna like restart. It's like Crisis on Infinite Earths, Secret Wars, boom,
Right. Now we might
and
see
it'll be like 2050 by that time, and they'll just recast everything.
we might see the Guardians in the Infinity War movies. We don't know anything about that, but this is going to be a standalone, and I'm really excited.
And we will have 7 more Spider-Man by the time we get
Very excited. So we
there.
also
7 more
watched.
people playing Spider-Man.
And Aquaman. Oh wait, that's DC, but I'm still excited for that one too.
I'm excited for Wonder Woman. Anyways, off topic. So we also watched the Assassin's Creed trailer 2. I didn't like this one as much as the first trailer. I played the first few games and didn't make it far enough to where they broke out of the lab. But this trailer gave it a feeling that they would have the majority of the film in the near future instead of in the past. And I didn't really like the music choice either. But other than that, the action looks great. I'll watch Michael Fassbender in any nerd role. And I'm looking forward to a historical fiction set in the Spanish Inquisition. It's a time period we don't really get in film very often. So my question to Tommy, how many people in theaters will be shouting, "Assassination!" as if they were playing Halo?
I think more people would just be going, parkour, parkour everywhere.
So what'd you think?
I'm gonna look forward, be interested in the stunts. I'm not holding my breath on this one. I think, well, the first Assassin's Creed was interesting. I have never finished one of the games, and the plot seems interesting, but they never wrapped up the plot in any of the games. So I don't know if this movie is even going anywhere interesting. So
Now you do mention the stunts.
it seems
You do
like it's
mention the
going to be a
stunts.
third-rate video game movie.
You do mention the stunts. They did
Third
have a
rate.
video out as well.
It's going
that
to be like
showed-
Doom, the equivalent of The Rock in Doom,
Oh, I hate
right?
they don't do that.
that level. They already did that. Rock was in the Doom movie.
I'm quite aware of how terrible that was. Sorry to be talking over you. Eric, what'd you think?
I mean, I agree totally because it's a video game movie. Video game movies don't do well. And I say that with a hurtful heart because I am such a Warcraft fanboy and I'm just disappointed. So video game movies just generally don't do too well. I feel that this one looks gritty enough and it's got a strong cast, but at the same time, it's just going to be another Prince of Persia, pretty much
Ooh.
thing.
That's just
Like,
embarrassing.
Like I think it'll look pretty and they'll have the great shots. I feel like you know what another thing too is that a lot of movies now are just like, oh yeah, that's right, we can use drones for everything. Let's throw in a bunch of just different drone shots. I know it would be great for that Assassin's Creed. We just fly around for half an hour and just throw
Follow
up an
behind.
Assassin's Creed logo.
Follow
Yeah, half the movie should be on loading screen actually.
Now I will say that they did make a big point about the fact that they're using live action stunts. They put a guy off of like a 80-foot jump into a haystack or something like that for real. However, they actually did the stunt instead of just CGIing a jump. So I don't know if you had the chance to check that video out, but it was pretty impressive.
The yeah, how they're gonna do it, you know, kind of consistently. I think it'll look cool, you know. But like video game movies have cool parts because they're cool video games. But that doesn't mean like everything else is gonna be good. Here's another case in point: Doom with The Rock. We all know it.
Oh god.
Yeah.
All
There's
right.
only one good part on that, and that's when he's at the end. He gets the third person mode on or first person mode on.
There's no good part of that movie. Take that back.
Video game movies are one thing. Sometimes they come back around because I enjoy Super Mario Brothers now. It's ridiculous. It's terrible, but I
John
love it.
Leguizamo.
Mud. Ugh.
Luigi Mario. Yeah.
Who is that actor?
Bob Hoskins.
No.
Daniel
Who's the
Hopkins.
bad guy?
No, Bob Hoskins, the same guy from Roger Rabbit. Bob
No,
Hoskins.
that's Mario. Who's the bad guy? Not Anthony Hopkins.
Dennis Hopper.
Yeah.
Dennis
Dennis
Hopper.
Hopper.
Oh, as Koopa. So
Ah,
bad.
so bad. So
I mean,
bad.
yeah, it's video game movies. I didn't mind Ratchet and Clank movie, but then again, I'm a grown man that likes Ratchet and Clank.
All right, so we can jump to our next topic. So we all watched the brand new trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, personally, my jaw hit the floor when I saw this trailer. It wasn't the stunning visuals, the environment that feels truly Western, or the sheer size they're showing for the game. No. It was the request for pre-orders a year before the game comes out. The current release date is a season, not a day, not a month. Fall 2017. Eric, which African nation's troubled wealthy prince emailed you this first Red Dead Redemption trailer?
I mean, isn't there are there multiple ones?
I'm just saying
Always the
this is
Nigerians.
like
You
a
can't trust the
ransom note.
Nigerians, right?
This is like a ransom note. Pre-order now, or you're not going to get the game.
I guess going with the Atlanta theme of Don Glover, it's just those you can't trust those Nigerians. They're slippery.
What'd you think of the trailer?
I'm excited for Red Dead. Rockstar knows what they're doing. I feel that Rockstar is going to be almost like a new age, or no, you want on their own. I was going to compare them to Blizzard, where these are companies that are just constantly just making quality products, and they're doing it pretty much in a timely part, or at least using the full extent of it. They're letting their product get its full use before they move on to the next project, and they listen to the community as well too. Like a lot of people will start forums or do requests, and these developers tend to listen to them and take ideas from them. So I am excited for it. The first game was really cool. I liked. Well, geez, the story itself was just really cool. Like they're storytellers over Rockstar.
Tell me
So
what'd you think.
I'm excited for it.
I was confused. The first one's Red Dead Revolver. Second one's Red Dead Redemption. And now we're Red Dead Redemption 2. I mean, didn't somebody think of another R word? Revolution?
They're going up the Evil Dead notion.
I
Evil
don't
Dead
think
1,
they're
Evil
far
Dead
enough
2,
in the
Army of
game.
Darkness.
They're not far enough in the game to get a story to put a revolution in the title.
Oh, so they just, it looks like they cobbled some, changed the filter, changed the leaves, put some extra characters in like a Fallout world, and had a really shitty looking dog.
If you told me that this was a mod for Skyrim, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, they've given me no information. But they managed to land on the front page of Reddit, so I think they won.
Did you guys like any other, besides this series, any other Western games? Because I remember playing Gun and just absolutely loved it.
I was gonna say Gun. I didn't beat it though. I didn't finish it rather.
Tommy?
Yeah, I would say Gun.
That's a great
Well,
idea,
There's
Tom.
not
Thanks
really
for
a
that
lot of
pitch.
Western movies. There's like
No, there's
Sunset.
not.
There's Sunset Riders. Hold on, there's Sunset Riders.
I was
Was that
gonna
the
say
one
Sunset
for
Riders.
Sega Genesis? Yes, love that.
Uh, and I
Not-
can't think of any other Westerns.
I can't either. All right.
I mean, I feel like we're leaving out a big chunk of something here.
I'm sure they'll be in the comments section. Our
Yeah.
listener,
There's
listener
Time
will
Splitter
totally
levels
put
or
it in.
two.
Sure. Google has figured this one out real
Oh,
quick.
Time Splitter did have a big chunk of levels that were westerns. All right, we'll move on to the next segment.
Yeah.
So we watched the first couple episodes of Westworld, and we don't want to get into spoilers here because obviously we want to let people make up their mind for themselves.
There you go. That's a Western video game.
It's a Western video game, sure. That's pretty close to what it is, though. I thought it was absolutely beautiful and very, very creepy. The more they tell us and the more we learn of the world, the more psychotic it gets. But I thought they did a fantastic job of laying out the sci-fi world that they've created. And HBO does an unbelievable job with casting. They've got Ed Helms, Anthony Hopkins, what's her name? Evan Rachel Woods, Marsden, who was Cyclops, and some other fantastic A-listers. They even found the generic brand Helmsworth to throw in there.
Hmm.
And I was totally eating it up. And then they put in a McBoyle brother, and I'm totally taken out of it. And I can't concentrate on any of the show because I think he's just going to drink some milk and take a shower with somebody, and it just totally throws
Oh, there
me.
were scenes with milk in it. There were scenes with milk in it.
I know.
And that's all I could think of too.
So Tommy, tell me, which other character from Always Sunny in Philadelphia will show up in a future episode of Westworld?
The Nightman. just a character called the Nightman, and he tries to take his toll.
He's gonna do some karate.
They're gonna sing a song from it.
What'd you think of the first two episodes?
HBO is always super engaging. They have this mystery. They know they have 10 hours, so they play this mystery with everyone. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Nothing major yet, which I wouldn't imagine you do something drastic after just meeting the characters, finding out the rules of the world. But premise, the idea of artificial intelligence, respect for life in different forms, they're cool sci-fi things. I'm excited. I can't tell if it's going anywhere super exciting, but I think it'll be a fun ride.
I totally agree. And for me, the scariest bits are what Ed Helms is going to wind up doing. What did you think, Eric?
Have you guys ever seen the movie Brain Scan?
Brain Scan? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's an old one. It's a weird movie. Who was that kid from Terminator 2?
I think he's never done anything except for a lot of meth.
Eddie Furlong, is
Yeah.
that his name?
I thought it was crack, but he didn't do
But
too well.
no. But he was in that movie Brain Scan, and it's pretty much like in the early '90s. These kids have a CD-ROM and takes you into virtual reality world, and pretty much kind of doing it. So this is what kind of it reminds me of, but obviously a lot more detailed and enveloped than whatever the hell that movie was. But it's always just been kind of the idea in my head, and what everyone's had, go into the alternate reality and just kind of play out kind of free in your own little world over there too. So I like that it's good because you can have multiple stories going on at once. You can have a separate, there's 5 going outside because you don't know what's going on outside, or in the real world rather, and then you have all the shenanigans going on in the sandbox that is Westworld, and it's fantastic.
Absolutely.
So I think it's a pretty good idea. I like that they're taking that they're saying yes to a lot more stuff, and HBO's doing pretty good, but they have a lot to compete with, like in Netflix. So
I just saw that
then say it.
Netflix is a couple $100 million in debt just because they keep greenlighting every show that is good. But I have yet to see a Netflix show that isn't bad. I think HBO has to catch up.
I don't know. I didn't care for Lady Dynamite. There's
Have
some
you
that
not
just
seen
are
Elevator?
No. No, I didn't.
Elevator, watch out!
I don't know. It just, some people think it's hilarious, and it's just a little too over the top.
No, I totally get that. They did it one where the girls, it's something about haters. Didn't do it for me.
Yeah, and then
Maria Bamford, is that her show?
I think they were trying to catch on what the Tina Fey love for what was that called? The girl from The
Possible
Office.
Kimmy Schmidt.
Kimmy Schmidt. Absolutely.
Kimmy
That was
Schmidt.
so fun.
She's just covered in beatings.
All right, we'll move on to the next segment. So this is a new segment called, we'll call it The Pitch until we have a better title. But we're going to be pitching our other panelists and convincing them to greenlight a movie, show, or game, and we're each going to take a turn. This year we saw an R-rated Sausage Party movie with a $19 million budget, which took in over $133 million. Apparently studios are willing to make anything Recently, we learned that Warner Brothers has greenlit a Minecraft movie written directed by Always Sunny in Philadelphia's Rob McElhenney, set
Oh
for
yeah, that's right.
2019 release. And we also got a first poster for the Emoji Express Yourself movie. Emoji Express Yourself movie. I'm not
Holy
kidding.
shit.
The point of the movie is emojis. So we're each going to take a turn to ask the other members of the Underground Hot Pot panel to greenlight our big budget animated film. Do we have
Can I
any
ask real
takers?
quick?
Who wants to go first?
Is the emoji movie is that going to be a silent movie?
I wish it was also nothing on the screen as well as silence.
Oh, cracking myself up here.
All right, does
What if the entire
anyone?
movie's just like, hey, text this number?
All right, I have it's a it's like National Treasure, but it's a road rally of all the locations where Fast and Furious was for Fast and Furious fanboys. That's it. It's just like movie lovers, a road rally, and everybody wants to look like everybody's like a terrible mock image of a Fast and Furious character.
Like, so you're saying you're
just-
going to be like, hey, Vin Diesel is going to show up here, Fast and the Furious fans, come out in your favorite Fast and the Furious gear, and there's
Yeah,
just
and
going to be a bunch
secretly,
of fanboys dressed
It's
up
just a
outside,
bunch
and
of
you're going to film
fanboys.
them.
But they're gonna all have like a piece of the secret that it's gonna lead us to like a national treasure.
Oh,
But it's gonna be some film memorabilia from.
so this is
Fast and
basically a
Furious.
glorified episode of the Great Race. Is that what it's called?
Yes, exactly. But it's for fanboys of Fast and the Furious.
So you're going to actually have them
And-
driving
And
cross
it may
country
be
way too fast.
it may be a mockumentary, right? It's not really like it's more like a hidden camera. And we're interviewing people about why they're doing their things. It's worth a shot. I think Sony give it a good 25 million.
What do you think, Eric?
I've always had a back burner answer to this question because I've always wanted it to be based off of a book called
Hold on,
The
no. We're
Rendezvous with
judging Tommy right
Rama.
now.
I want to just. Oh wait, you're not pitching my movie?
No, we're judging Tommy's movie first.
I thought you were gonna judge both of us.
No, we're each going to judge each other's. So, what did you think of Tommy's mockumentary Fast and the Furious movie?
I think that if we had a little bit more, this is a cartoon, right?
Well,
Sure.
I did say animated
It's-
films.
There's a portion that is animated and will be directed by Quentin Tarantino.
Perfect.
Tommy, can you give us some
you
more
can get
casting?
that on board, if you can get that on board, we're gonna make our money back. If you can get him to say, you know what, get him just in that state where he's just like, yeah, I'll make an animated part to this movie. It's like, yeah, it's
I
greenlit,
have,
buddy.
I don't know. There's going to be a hologram of Patrick Swayze in a Roadhouse like setting, and everybody else is B list.
So I personally I greenlight it as an episode of Top Gear. I don't think until you sign Quentin Tarantino, I can give my millions of dollars to it.
Fair enough.
Pretty much it. I'd say make it a cartoon, you'll make your money back for sure because all cartoons just fucking crush it.
All right, Eric, what do you got?
Actually, wouldn't that be just the movie Cars?
That would be the movie Cars.
Oh no!
Actually,
Describe the movie Cars.
you fuse Johnny Bravo and Cars, and you got my money.
Oh, there we go. I hope you're all right with that because I'm on board. I'm back at it.
All right, Eric, what do you got for us?
I'd say that I always had an answer in the back burner in my pocket. It was always based off a book called The Rendezvous with Rama, written by Arthur C. Clarke. It's a sci-fi novel. It's fantastic, but I think we're getting a piece of that movie with Arrival that's going to be released in a few weeks here with Amy Adams and Whitaker. I think it's gonna be
The
fantastic.
Arrival.
But basically,
The Arrival.
yeah, or just Arrival. I think The Arrival is Charlie Sheen, right?
Gotcha.
But just Arrival, one word. I've always wanted to do that. I had another idea too that maybe I'll keep for myself for copyright purposes. But The Arrival basically is where we are contacted. We don't know, you know. And in the book, though, it's a little bit more, I guess. Well, I mean, the excuse is a little bit more that rather than us being visited, we just happen to kind of get something on our radar that there's a big spaceship that's flying past one of Saturn's moons, and our technology is advanced enough to where we've gone into intersolar system travel. You know, you can maybe do one or two different planets. You know, but we catch something on our radar, like, hey, what the hell is this thing? We have no idea what it is. Just this long cylindrical ship, huge, massive ship, kind of almost mirrored, transparent almost. And yeah, so we take like this long year trip out there. We got a whole crew, and this ship kind of just opens up for us. We're able to find an entrance for it because we were scanning it, whatever the hell. And we go inside the ship, and we just kind of, that's our first contact, but we don't ever see anything. And we just, everything's just so much mystery because when you walk in, it's its own Terra inside of the ship, and it's doing that whole interstellar thing where it's kind of a ring world where it's outside instead of the inside. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so inside, lining the big cylinder is the world, is all the plants, animals, lakes, and that's how they create artificial gravity there. And the entire movie is just kind of wandering and just going through different things. What the hell are these things? You know, and just it gets a little crazy at the end. But
So is this film narrated by Neil deGrasse Tyson?
actually, Morgan Freeman said he wanted to be on board. He and David Fincher, I think, were really wanted to be on it, but they couldn't get behind a script. So they've, for the past 15 years or so, just been kind of having that interest. So if we could just get Morgan before he dies, that would be fantastic. Or maybe just have him pre-record something, like just get a soundboard going. So I guarantee you we got a soundboard. I made it myself of Morgan Freeman. He's just going to say stuff like, and we have arrived. And he's just going to say that, we'll say every 20 minutes, just to keep that going.
So if this were Interstellar, Morgan Freeman would be the voice of the robot.
The movie is Interstellar, not as love story and just a soundboard of Morgan Freeman saying the same 10 things over and over. That's what's going to happen. That's what you get. There are no aliens in the movie. There are crab people or giant crabs and in hoverboards.
All right, Tommy, are you going to pay millions of dollars to have Eric make this film?
I think Netflix will pay for it.
They're in so much debt. They're like, you know what? Sure, why not?
We're gonna greenlight this. I think Netflix is, their stock price is like, the price to earnings ratio is like 400. So yeah, people are just handing them cash to do this.
Right.
I see on the board, Netflix. Let's greenlight Space Cases again, if you remember that show.
What's the title of it?
Rendezvous with Rama. But we can obviously change it to something else, like Arrival.
Arrival 3.
No.
Just skip 2.
Morgan's Arrival.
Morgan's Arrival.
Re-arrival.
Morgan's Run.
Unarrival.
Morgan Arriving.
Morgan's Run.
Oh shit.
All right, Tommy, are you going to pay millions of dollars to have this made?
Yeah, we'll sell it to Netflix for on demand. It'll be worth it.
You said
triple our money.
Freeman. Morgan Freeman's soundboard. Now,
so
is
you don't
Morgan
have to pay him the full amount of money.
it was pre-recorded, and we just got him. He loved it. We got him reading the book. How about that? We got an audio book of Morgan Freeman reading the actual book, and that's all I have.
Okay, no money yet.
All right,
but
so I'm gonna say I heard Morgan Freeman, and my mind went This belongs on the BBC right after Planet Earth.
Okay, so we got movie to now Nat Geo special.
Yep. If it's not
Oh,
the
man.
BBC, I
No,
don't
you
think
get
I'm giving any
Discovery
money.
Channel. You get the
Maybe Discovery. I mean, it could even be PBS. Who knows here?
Right after Reading Rainbow, right? Or is it Reading Rainbow Rudo?
I don't know
Redux?
if it's gonna be in the as popular as I think it is. Might be before it. Just right in that key time slot of 3 to 4 a.m.
So no money and no money. All right. So for the record, to our listener,
That's gotta work.
I clearly stated we were talking about Sausage Party, Minecraft movie, and Emoji Movie. That we were to pick a dumber idea for a big budget animated movie and yet still convince each other to give millions of dollars to make it. So here is my pitch. And just let me get through it before you guys crack up and say no.
Okay.
Everyone sees them as heroes, standing vigilant on every corner. They protect our homes and our families in times of crisis. But no one could ever have guessed what really happens in the secret world of hydrants. Besieged by dogs, they fight the greatest war man has never known. This heart-wrenching tale of strife and courage comes to theaters near you next summer. Tom Hanks plays our hero, Hank the Hydrant. Forrest Whitaker plays his mortal enemy, Rex the Bulldog. Hank's true allies, Mindy the meter-maid mobile cart, voiced by Melissa McCarthy, and Pete the Pigeon, voiced by Patton Oswalt, stand by his side in the front line. DreamWorks and Underground Hot Pot Studios brings you Hydrants. This summer, the streets are painted red. That's my dumb pitch. That's what we were supposed to be doing with this segment, by the way.
What's the sequel?
You got a catch line for me.
What's the sequel called?
I have no idea. The grates. They're sewer grates that save us from rainwater.
Where do the eyes go in the hydrants?
On the top.
On the
Or
very
they're
top?
wearing
They kinda, like,
helmets.
stick out,
They're wearing helmets, maybe. So they're under the top.
and it kind of like the top of the hydrant moves, which is their mouth. All right.
What's so special about this one hydrant? There's so many of them around the city.
Right.
Do all the hydrants get a pigeon friend?
No, but he's protecting this corner from Forrest Whitaker, and that's the intricacies of the film. I guess you'd have to watch it to find out. No. But yeah, Melissa McCarthy and Patton Oswalt are his two mobile friends that only are the ones who keep their side victorious.
We're gonna so
It was supposed to be a dumb segment, not as serious as you took it how you want to adapt a book into film.
But picture all that shit in the cartoon.
Absolutely.
Just another shitty.
If you wanted to dub the dub pitch, because I really didn't have one off the top of my head. Like it's I don't know if I could top a hydrant though.
Tom Hanks playing Hank the Hydrant. Academy Award winner, as well as Academy Award winner Forrest Whitaker. Anyways,
I'm so not good with kids movies.
Will you guys be greenlighting my new film, Hydrants, or The Secret World of Hydrants, or do we just get that with Pats?
If you can guarantee me a fight scene, I might.
No, I think we need music.
A
Give me
musical?
Andrew Lloyd Webber, and we're good.
All right, his inspiration is going to be water and sirens, and then
No.
a dog peeing.
Who's gonna be your musical back? We had Phil Collins that did Tarzan. Lion King was what? Elton John.
Yeah, Randy Newman. in Toy
You
Story.
guys,
Story.
you guys are
we
decades
gonna get?
behind. This is a young animated film. We just have one we're going to talk about in a moment. Justin Timberlake doing Trolls. I've got Adam Levine from Maroon 5 doing the
There you go.
soundtrack. This,
Boom.
and it's
Boom.
called Hydrants, Heroes for Life, Dedicated Servants.
Adam Levine is perfect.
Can there be one that has like graffiti on it and it's just like
His music means nothing.
Listen, don't make me sing Sugar to you right now, sir.
Ah,
All right, so clearly the hesitation. I got no green lights. Darn it.
I'm saying, give me a fight scene and then we'll start talking. If you can.
Are you kidding me? He pops off his ends and he shoots water at dogs. It's a perfect fight scene. Perfect fight scene.
Loopy ass world where I gotta be afraid of fire hydrants when I walk my dog.
Oh no! It's even better than that. In the climax of the movie, the Rex, the dog, starts a fire so that the fire trucks show up and use Hank the hydrant to put out the fire, so his water pressure is low, so that army of dogs can attack him at full volume when he's at his weakest. But then Pete the Pigeon gets his pigeon army to attack. All right, that just came out of nowhere.
It's like a YouTube series.
I like yeah, a little too technical, but I like the word Pete the Pigeon. It's great alliteration.
And just a super sad Patton Oswalt. Anyways, so that segment is over.
No, I don't know who your demographic is, and I say pass.
So we're going to talk about some upcoming movies. This last weekend, 2 movies that were the biggest for the weekend came out. Boo, Medea's Halloween. No, I'm sorry. It's Tyler Perry Presents Boo, a Medea's Halloween, and Jack Reacher, Never Go Back. The box office results showed Boo beat Jack Reacher by about $6 million. What do you guys think of these 2 movies?
I saw Jack Reacher, and I was not a fan. I didn't much care for it, and I am frankly just disappointed in it. So, yeah, you know what? I feel that after seeing Jack Reacher, I probably would have had a pretty fun time watching Medea's Boo.
Now,
And,
we did only get one other Halloween movie this kind of season. It was Ouija Origin of Evil. Would you rather have gone seen Boo, a Medea Halloween, or Ouija Origin of Evil, which is the second in the Ouija board movie franchise?
I'm gonna stay with Medea.
as would I. Tommy, what do you think of these upcoming movies? Or of these just come out movies?
I think The King is Dead. Long live the new king. Tom Cruise. Not gonna make any good movies, but hey, Tyler Perry's the new king. So
Tyler Perry's apparently been the king for a while. He only comes out with his movies every so often.
Yep.
They have obviously a huge following. This didn't do a ton of advertising that I saw, but again, I might not have been the target audience, but it did the numbers and came up number 1 in the box office going into Halloween weekend. We also have some other movies coming up that I'd like your guys' thoughts on. Doctor Strange is coming out in a week and a half. And Hacksaw Ridge, as well as the movie Trolls, which we touched on earlier, which has a soundtrack by Justin Timberlake. But Hacksaw Ridge is the World War II movie about a conscientious objector who's also a medic. Andrew Garfield, written and directed by Mel Gibson. These 3 movies, let me hear what you think, Tommy.
Alex, you'll have to cut this. I Hacksaw Ridge. I saw the cover. I didn't even know he was a medic. What was my other? Oh, I'm sorry, Alex.
I'm not cutting that. It's a real
Yeah,
life
I'm sure it'd be
story.
interesting. Yeah,
That's
I don't
That's
know.
it.
I just get this feeling like this isn't gonna live up to it. There's been so many letdown World War II movies in my lifetime that
This was the one that got like
I
a
saw the Pacific. They made the
Salvation.
Pacific. They made Band of Brothers. I'm good.
This
I'm
is
good.
Mel Gibson,
Back
though. I mean, this guy did everything from Braveheart. We Were Soldiers, so he's going to stay authentic to the story, as much as Braveheart
Yeah,
definitely was authentic to the story. But everyone is saying this is an Oscar-worthy movie. I actually got tickets to the premiere on Tuesday, so that's 2 weeks before the movie comes out. I got there a half hour early, and there was a line of people waiting at an overflow. So I'll be seeing it on November 1st, so I'll be able to put out my review before it's in theaters. But I'm actually really excited to see this movie. It looks enthralling.
I did too.
Andrew Garfield looks fantastic in everything. When you hear him be British, it just blows my mind. Eric, what'd you think?
He's a good actor. Did this? I had heard this movie had gotten during its festival route that it got like standing ovations. It got like huge applause for it. I don't know if it's just because Mel Gibson was in the room. I just don't know, but everyone said they loved it. It looks like it's going to be a pretty good one. It's I feel like it's going to be an Oscar nod probably because it'll be Mel Gibson, so that'll be
And
kind
they
of
introduced it at the right time of the year. And again, I've been to a couple of these premieres. I've never even heard of one of these premieres being more than like the Tuesday or Wednesday before the weekend. But a full 2.5 weeks before it comes out, they got a lot of faith in this film.
yeah. It was. I think it's going to be good. You know, the trailer was it gets you. You're just like, oh man, all right, this is going to be like a Rudy Saving Private Ryan moment where men are allowed to cry in this movie. It's just what's going to happen next.
So what did you think of either Doctor Strange or Trolls? Will you be tuning into
Well,
either?
Pre-ordered for Trolls for sure. I mean, we can
we
Yeah,
call it
bought the-
trolls.
bought the
Wow.
theater.
Buy up the theater.
Yeah. Doctor Strange, Marvel's Inception. I mean, it'd be cool. I'm worried about low motion sickness. I don't think I'm gonna go see it in 3D.
Oh,
I hadn't thought of that either. I
didn't
keep
think of that.
avoiding these trailers, and in the newest one, I tell you, do not watch this going in. They do a lot of crazy wall jumping and stuff, more than you see in the trailer for the fight scenes. And I think they keep the distance and like rotate cameras more than jump scenes. And I want that in every movie. I don't want shaky cam stuff. I thought we got rid of that
No
back with
shaky
Owen Wilson back in Behind Enemy Lines and garbage like that. Give me static, single cameras and just really good, well done action scenes.
Yeah.
Right. Born Identity 2, unwatchable because of shaky cam.
Well, any Bourne movie, unwatchable because of shaky cam. Anyways.
Well, yeah. A lot of that was Jack Reacher. The new Jack Reacher had a lot of shaky cam.
Ugh.
Oh,
And Tom Cruise is the producer on that. Fired. Anyways,
Just a rough movie.
we'll get to the end here. What have you guys been watching and or playing right now? Do you have anything to recommend or advise people to skip?
I've been wanting to get into Black Mirror. People have been telling me to watch that. Have you guys heard of Black Mirror at all?
I watched the first season and was very impressed. Haven't tuned into the latest though.
So
yeah, I'm a few episodes in. It's great.
I need to get
It's
into
wonderful.
that.
It's I would say that it's got the more of an Outer Limits feel than a Twilight Zone feel, just because the technology. Especially there was a 90s Outer Limits.
Yeah.
That man, those stories. Maybe a young impressionable kid. Those stories like leach into your brain.
Yeah.
And I think Black Mirror hits on that, except the second season kind of wasn't as good. The first season and this third season, awesome.
I'm excited for that. Otherwise, I'm just hooked on Shameless right now. I love me some Shameless. I'm all caught up on it. I know that the entire series is on Netflix now. I think it's worth it. U.S. Shameless, not UK Shameless.
No Jim Jeffries.
No, I just like William H Macy is fantastic in that role. Everyone's fantastic in their roles. It's just a great show. I love it.
Tommy, what are you into right now?
I'm watching a lot of B sci-fi things on the Sci-Fi Channel. We've got Van Helsing, which is about what possibly is the great daughter of this is Vanessa Helsing, great granddaughter of Van Helsing. And she, during the zombie apocalypse, has the blood that turns people back into humans. Yeah, not very good, but it's fun. Dark Matter. I love Dark Matter. It is Farscape without the aliens. Probably best way to put it. Somebody didn't have Jim Hendricks, the Jim Henson workshop to put all the puppets together. But it's good. It's fun. Space cowboys kind of thing. Everyone wants to be Han Solo in the show. So.
Yeah, can you blame them?
No, not at all. And The Strain. Ooh. It had kicked it up a notch this season. We're outside of the realm of, I think we're between the first and the second book, or the second and the third book. So we're in a gray zone where the writers are leading the charge in the plot. It's taken my interest.
Awesome. So I have been kind of on a mix on what I'm watching. I'm going to brag again that I get to go to the premiere of Hacksaw Ridge. I'm excited to go to see Doctor Strange. Other than that, I haven't been watching too much of anything. I will say Haters Back Off is the show that I was mentioning earlier. It's awkward, and I would say skip it. But I'm really excited because the DLC for Dark Souls comes out this week. And I did hang out at a friend's this weekend and got to play some Battlefield 1 and was very impressed with that game. Very impressed. Has anyone had a chance?
Looks good.
As well as
Nope.
I have a friend, Will, who was on our last episode, who got to who now owns the VR for PS4. And I don't think I've spoken to him since he's purchased it. So it's got to be really good. Otherwise, thank you, listener, for tuning in, and we will catch you on the next episode. Thanks,
You
everybody.
say listener because there was one listener last week, Alex?
No, because I'm hoping that there is one listener this week.
How many was there last week?